David, and this is my Porsche 997 GT3. The car came about completely by accident. I work away quite a lot, different areas of the world, but this one came about when I was in Japan. Being a bit of a Jap car nut from my past history with Hondas, from NSXs, Civics and S2000s, the next step for me was an R34 GTR. With the Brexit vote that came up, the currency went completely the wrong way for me, and it didn't happen. So started searching on Piston Heads and Auto Trader, and sat in a hotel room one night with my dad, who was also with me, and we came up with this. And it's quite a dangerous thing travelling around with your father, because you end up spending more money than you really should. So made a few phone calls, sent a few emails, and I literally flew back to Manchester, drove across to Leeds one night, checked it out, and fell in love with it. Next day, I had a look around, see what else there was. Went down to see a Club Sport version of the same thing, and I couldn't justify living with it. So this is a completely standard GT3 without the roll cage, without the sports seats, but it makes it a lot more usable. You don't have to climb in, fall out of it. It's a usable car. That I like about the car, well, it's a GT3 for a start, but I love the way it pulls. I'm predominantly a guy who's driven a lot of turbos, and although they give you a nice good punch, this is just progressive power all the way through. I love the noise, it screams at you. It could be a bit louder, but I do love the noise. And I love the fact that right in the centre you can tell it's a thoroughbred race car, because the rev counter is the first thing you see, and it's the only thing that you're really interested in. The way it pulls from scratch just goes all the way through. You know, it's a lovely machine. It's well built, well thought out, and it doesn't rattle. It's a bit hard, but it's a race car. It's meant for the track. It's meant that you can go to the track, have a lot of fun, but you can still drive it home. And I just love that versatility of the car. There's not really much that I don't like. I do sometimes think or wish that it was a slightly different colour, because I've racked up a huge bill shopping on the internet in my mind looking for carbon parts. You know, $3.5 grand for a steering wheel, carbon splitters, carbon bits. It's being a white car, maybe I'd be able to do stuff like that, but to a black car, carbon doesn't really add any effect to it. It's not something that would be worth doing in my mind. I would like to put a steering wheel on it that's got a carbon effect to it, but honestly, it's not something that I'd like to change much on. But that's probably the only thing that I think could be different, could be changed, is a little bit more carbon. I've owned the car for a few months. I don't get to use it all the time, as it's only the weekend toy and I work a lot. But the main thing is that I plan to use it a lot more. I actually do plan to go down to Monaco with it, go see the Grand Prix. I plan to go abroad with it. That's why I bought it. I'm not a big person on buying a car to hide it away. When I had the NSX, I used it as a daily all the time, because that's what it was designed for. I'm a big person on using what you've got, and I do plan to use it. I've owned the car about 3 months. I haven't spent anything on it yet, other than tax it and stick fuel in it. The only thing that I would do, as I've said, is the exhaust and the grills in the front. It's not something that I think should be modified. I don't think there really is anything that would make it any better. I'd probably just end up ruining it. The only definite mod that really needs to be on it is the traditional downshift sticker. I think that's the only thing that needs to go on it.